Hello everyone and welcome to another episode here on VectorCraft. My name is Casanis. In the last episode we built ourselves that little potion room and I showed you the cheaty dark wood trick. In this episode I think I've actually gone out and done a little bit of caving, and I've done a little bit of stuff around here. I actually added some pumpkins right over here because I am going to be needing them for a special project, and I added some carrots, potatoes, and some wheat in here because I'll be needing that as well. We're actually running low on food. I've been doing some fishing and that kind of stuff, and that's all I've basically been eating. But in today's episode, there's a few things that I'd like to do. Actually, there's one thing in particular I'd like to do. Uni has been collecting ice. Her plan for this area is to build herself an ice citadel, an ice castle, an ice temple, something like that. I'm not really sure what it is, but the whole thing's going to be done, well, not the whole thing, but a lot of it be done with packed ice and ice. And she's been chopping, let me show you. She's been chopping the ice. And I actually watched one of her videos. She chopped the ice and it screws up the water and that kind of stuff, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep this area nice and pretty. But look, there's a hole right here in the ice where she chopped it away, and that's perfectly fine. The only problem is if we ever break this for any reason, or if this melts, it's going to have like running water everywhere. So what I've kind of decided to do is I've decided to create for her an ice machine, an ice creation machine. And yes, we could build an ice farm really simply by making a box and filling it full of water, and then making sure that every couple don't melt or don't freeze, and then we'd end up with this continuous ice farm, and that would work perfectly fine. But that wouldn't be very steampunk now, would it? So I've decided to build an ice machine, an ice contraption that'll generate ice for her. And I just got to decide where to put it, and I actually need to collect a bunch of resources as well. Currently I don't have any wool, and there's some redstone involved in this. Not a whole lot, but there's some redstone involved. And without wool, I just can't stand. I can't stand putting redstone on anything but wool. I know it's kind of freaky. It's just a hang up I have. So I'm gonna have to go find some sheep, breed the crap out of them, and put them in here. I built this little area. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go find some sheep, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna build that ice machine together. Okay, everybody? So I'll talk to you all very soon. Okay, guys, I think we have enough wool. I'm just gonna shear them one more time. Boom. Boom. I just bred them too, because my wheat's growing really slow. And for some reason, which I've never seen before, the black and white sheep actually made a gray sheep. Now, as far as I knew, whenever you bred sheep, they always bred whichever color you fed first. But these two actually bred a hybrid. Now, I don't know if that's new or if I'm just really slow. I don't know. But that is pretty darn cool. Alright, so I think we now have enough. Actually, I need one black wool. Boop. Okay, so I think we're going to build this mostly out of cobble. We're going to require, well, I'll bring some wood too, and I'll decorate it later on. For now, I'm just going to build the actual ice machine, and then afterwards I'll decorate it like a steampunkish. Okay, so I need that. I'm going to need redstone. Actually, I'm going to need, for sure, 1, 2. I'm going to need one of these. You know what else we don't have anywhere in this area? I rode pretty far to find those sheep. And we have absolutely no... we only have, like, snow biomes. Forever and ever. I mean, we rode through some deserts getting here. And a forest. But that's all I can remember. Desert, forest, and snow biome. There's nothing else in the area. And I've only got 2 slime balls, so I might actually have to make a trip back to spawn or find a swamp somewhere in the area. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Anyway, so let's keep going with this for now. I'm going to need some redstone. Where did I put you, redstone? I'm going to need some. Not a lot. Oh, I'm going to need cobble and wood, which I already have, right? I took some cobble and some wood. I have some planks in here. And I only have 1 plank. Okay. What we're going to need to do, first of all, is this system requires 3 pistons. That's all it's going to require. So let's make a couple of pistons. Boop. We're going to need 2 for sure, because I already have 1 piston somewhere. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to need this. I'm going to need this. So 2 more pistons. Somewhere I've got a piston. Let me see. It's in one of my chests. I organized these, and I still have no clue where I put everything. 1 piston. And one of these pistons is going to be a sticky piston. I know I don't have to go in here, but I'm doing it anyway. Bang, bang. Oh. One sticky piston, just like this. Now, basically, this is going to be a system that is far more complicated than it really needs to be. Far more complicated than it needs to be. I'm going to see what happens if I breed that gray sheep with a different sheep. See what I get. But let's do it anyway. I think I'm going to put it... I think I'll put it right over here. Right where Uni can see it. Right here. Okay, so it's going to be a very, very simple system. Basically what it is a bud switch. And the bud switch is going to... It's actually a double bud. And the bud switch is going to be controlling... Oh, I need water. I need water. To make a couple of infinite sources. Alright. Now, where'd I put my water buckets? Here's one, there's one. Okay, good. Okay. Let's go back. Alright. Now, basically what it is a double bud switch, and the double bud switch is going to be controlling, is going to be pushing ice into, or sorry, out of a system, and it's going to keep replenishing itself. Very, very easy to do. Here's how we're going to do it. First thing we're going to need is the double bud. So I can't remember how high I have to make it off the ground. Why didn't I have to be at least 2 off the ground. So, let's start off with a little bit of wood like this. I'll just use wood to make this thing. It's not going to catch fire. Like that. And basically, we're going to, on top of this, we're going to put our... Do that for now. Right here on top of this, we are going to put our sticky piston. And it's going to be facing in the opposite direction that you want the ice to grow. So I'm going to... Oh, come on. Come on. So it's going to go like that. It's going to go in the opposite direction that you want the ice to grow. On top of that, you're going to put whatever you're going to use to make... I'm basically making a T flip-flop here. Sorry, not T flip-flop. I'm basically making a powered bud. And this is a powered bud of my own design, so if you're thinking like, that is not a very efficient bud, you know what? You might be absolutely correct. But that is okay. We are going to make some sticks, because I am going to need... Actually, I'm going to need a crafting bench out here. I'll just do it. Bang. We're going to need a little bit of, or I need at least a couple of these. And basically, we want to put this redstone directly underneath. We're going to put a couple out. We're going to put it right, and I'm going to start right with this thing here. We're going to put it right here. So when this piston extends, it's going to go over top of this redstone. That redstone's then going to activate the bud. Now, basically a bud switch is the following. It has to be... It basically is a piston that is powered along its side, right like this. So I'm going to build this, and then I'll take away what I don't need. I need that. I need that. Basically, I'm going to make a big C shape, just like this. I need this, and then I need that. Okay, so now I don't need this. And I don't need this. And I don't need this. So basically, in this system, you're going to build a C shape just like that. And it's going to require only a little tiny bit of redstone, as well as 2 redstone torches and a repeater. So let me make those up right now. And I did not bring any, of course, stone. Luckily, it's only this far away. Alright, let's grab some stone out of here. 16 ought to do it. Alright. So basically now, let me show you how this is going to work. We're going to add into this system. I need more sticks. 3 torches. Actually, maybe I don't. Bang, bang. A redstone right here. And this for my repeater. So we're going to add a repeater into the system, and it's going to go right here like that. So when this thing here extends, it's going to extend over this torch, and it's going to activate that repeater. We're also going to add into this system 1 more redstone torch right here. And lastly, we're going to add into the system a little bit of redstone. There's going to be redstone in 2 places. There's going to be redstone... Of course, I got to break another block. There's going to be redstone here, and there's going to be redstone here. So you can see that right now this piston is activated along its side. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's activated along its side right here, right along there. It's being activated by that redstone torch. And when this system kicks off, and this wool goes over top of this torch, it's going to activate this redstone repeater, which in turn is going to activate the redstone that's right there, and going to turn off this torch, and going to turn off the system, so it's going to unpower itself, and therefore it's going to be a resettable bud. Now let me show you how that works. If I toss down a piece of wool next to the system, you saw how it kicks off and goes back. If I remove this, it's going to kick and go off. Now, that's exactly what we want. The next thing we're going to add to this is we're going to make this to a double bud. So where are those extra guys? Right there. We are going to add into this system, and I'll remove this stuff I don't need afterwards. I'll put this here for now. Boom. We're going to add into this a non-sticky piston right there. And we heard it kick off. And then another one. Oh, not there. I know, going crazy. There. Alright, we're going to add it right there. And I'll just make a step. I was being lazy. And you saw what laziness gets you. Bam, just like that. So now we've got a system that every time we turn it on, so let me turn it on with a piece of wool. Oh, no, I haven't activated them yet. Actually, that should have worked. Oh no, I need this across here. Sorry, in order to make this work, I need this. And I need this. Bang, bang. And we're going to need two more pieces of redstone like that and like that. So now we have 3 pistons all active right along their sides. So all across the back there. Now, if I turn this thing on, watch what happens. Actually, I'll do it from up here so you can see. If I turn this thing on now, bang, all the pistons kick off. So that's exactly what we want to happen. Now, we want to add a little bit of delay in the system because we don't want it to be so fast. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3 torch ticks in there. Now, guys, I'm just going to run, take a little nap, and then be right back, okay? Okay, guys, here we go again. So we've got our double bud set up. The double buds are all set up. Everything's kicking off when we want it to. Now, the next thing we're going to do, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpower this for now. Just because I don't want it going off constantly while I set this thing up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up a water source. And basically, we're going to have to add water into the system. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to add a floor in here. And we'll do the whole thing in wood, I guess. I got a lot of wood. And this is not even the wood I'm going to be using in our build. Bang. Okay, so we're going to add basically a infinite water supply, just like this. I don't want it there. I do want one here. I'm going to remove the stuff I don't need in a second. I want it here. And I want it here. Let me see. Yep, that's all good. That's all fine. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So bang. Bang. Nope, sorry. Not there. One more out. Bang, bang. 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 There, like that. Okay, basically you want to set it up like this. Except for this side's wrong. We're going to move this out 1. Bang. Just like this. So basically now we're going to add an infinite water supply. We're going to add water to the system here. Wait, almost soaked everybody. Almost soaked everybody. We don't want to do that. Okay, just like that. We're going to add water to the system right here. Where's my bucket? Here. And that's going to flow down like that. And we're going to add a second source right here. And that's going to create an infinite source right here. Bang. Grab that. The same thing on this side. Bang. Now across the top, to prevent this thing from freezing, I'm going to use half slabs, so I don't want to keep wasting wood. Okay, boom, boom. To prevent this thing from freezing, because if it freezes up, of course I removed my stairway up, didn't I? I did. Let's use some dirt. Alright, to prevent this whole system from freezing up, we're going to have to add a couple of these guys in. So I'm going to add one right like that, and then one on this side. Right like that. Water will not freeze as long as it's got a solid block over top of it. It'll only freeze if it has access to the sky. So currently what we've got is we've got two water source blocks, one here and one right here, that will freeze. Let me grab this stuff out of here. There we go. Well, that will freeze. See how it's frozen now. Now normally, let me just break this for now. So you saw how that froze, so that's perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of redstone back in here, and watch what happens. That thing's lit up, and when these things freeze, when one of them freezes, and this might take 1,000,000 years. It probably will take 1,000,000 years now that I want it to happen. When one of these blocks freezes up, then we're basically setting off the bud switch. Both sides, this one and this one, will kick off. This thing here will kick off, cutting off this power, and in turn, moving the ice out. So we're just going to watch for a second. I'm probably going to fast forward during this part, so you don't have to watch me wait for water to freeze. I could throw something in. There we go. Just like that. Just like that. And basically what happened is this thing here automatically refilled. So we're going to get a long line of ice here. We're going to get, I think, up to 13 ice blocks. I think they'll push 12, but there'll be a 13th right here that you can come along and break. So that's basically what we've got. Really, really simple system. No longer have to screw up our water supply. Here you go, Uni. All done. I have to make this thing look a lot prettier, because obviously I'm not going to leave it like this. And the whole reason why I did that, this whole thing like this, is to make a steampunk style something or other. It's machine-based rather than a simple ice rink. Yes, we could have gone down here and made a really, really simple ice rink and just farm the ice that way. It's probably way more efficient. In fact, she's probably going to do that. Let me grab this. There we go. She's probably going to do that. Make a more efficient thing, but I want to make sure I built something for her. Alright guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the video right there. I don't think you'll need another tutorial on this. It's a pretty straightforward and simple system. So I'm going to say thank you very much. Well, actually I'm not going to say thank you very much. I'm going to decorate this sucker up, and I'm going to come back when it's all done. Okay, I'll talk to you all soon. Okay everybody, I have decorated this as much as I can. I tried something out here. I thought, oh yeah, I have a great idea. I'll make the windows out of ice. So let me just show you. So it's actually worked pretty good. For some reason, this side, and I might have to hide all that ugliness back there. This side here does not go as fast as this side. I don't know why. It just doesn't. It never catches up. But anyway, I thought I had a great idea. Like, oh, this is an ice factory, so I'm gonna fill all this in with water. I think, and kind of make it like frozen. I thought, oh, this is an ice factory, so I'll make the windows out of ice, like this. And at first I thought, what a genius idea, but then I realized I probably can't light the interior without everything melting. So I don't have any sand at this point in time, so I actually can't put in the windows yet. So I'm basically going to put the windows along here. Obviously, wherever the ice is going to be windows, and I was going to make that area mostly windows up there, too. But I can't do so until I go and collect some sand, and I haven't done that yet. So this is basically the finished design. Let's go back and take a look at it. It's very similar to the one that I did as the shop, kind of a similar roof. I like that peaked roof. I did not add in any kind of like side stuff right now. I didn't really want to make this into a really big fancy build. I just wanted something that was pretty straightforward in this area here, because this is not even really where we're building. We're building up back in there. But I wanted to make sure I had a steampunky idea going. I put in a wheel on the side, and I put in a pipe. Now once I actually find myself a mine shaft, I will add some smoke coming out here with the cobwebs and that kind of thing. I think that's pretty standard, but I haven't found a mine shaft yet, so unless I'm going back to spawn, then I'm not going to be able to get anything like that until we actually find it out here. I see you over there, dude. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. Anyway, so that's it. That's pretty much it. Like I said, it's not finished yet just because I haven't got all the materials I require. It's not even built out of the materials I wanted to build out of. I really want to build out of the dark oak, but we just had nowhere near enough. to be able to do what I wanted to do. We had nowhere near enough. So, we're almost out of food, too. We're eating our salmon now. We got a little bit of steak left, and that's it. I'm going to have to go fishing again, or something. This is the only source of food we got over there. It's growing pretty fast, but anyway, guys, that's it. That's the entire thing. I think I might move out of the ship and maybe move up here once this is done. Put a bed in here, maybe some chests and that kind of stuff. There's a lot of windows. Maybe there's too many windows. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you let me know with a comment and a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, let me know that too. Let me know what you didn't like about it. You know, I'm doing this. I'm really trying to do this together, like all of us together, working on this build, and I really want to hear your opinion. I only had blue dye, so that's why that's blue. I don't think I'm going to keep using blue because I don't like it. It came out very purple, but I only have not enough. I have very, very little. Let me see what I have. I have 5 here, and I think I have like 23 clay balls left. That's it. So that's all the clay I had, and that's what it looks like. I'm not going to take it down or redo it, just because it is what it is. But anyway, guys, if you guys don't like it, let me know. I don't think purple's the right color for steampunk either. I kind of want, you know, it's been suggested that it's more brassy and that kind of thing, and I agree. I'm going to try and find the right color combination to make it look really steampunk. I might add a little bit of decoration here, some leaves and that kind of thing. I just didn't do it. I've actually collected them, but I didn't actually do it yet. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so, take a few moments and subscribe. Have yourselves a wonderful day, everyone.